he's a kid and he's in some poor third world country. And in the middle of the night, wherever they're staying, they get a knock on the door. And this lady who doesn't speak English, but realizes that he's a church.
A holy man.
He's a holy man. They consider him a holy man because they don't understand what Mormonism is and mission, but they know that he's a holy man, right? And so they drag him to their house in the middle of the night. And of course, he's a kid. And he walks into this house and he says there are chairs and plates and chandelier, not the chandelier, the light is swinging, the chairs are hovering off the air. There are just plates flying around, like hitting.
Something out of The Exorcist.
Yeah, like almost like he literally explains this whole thing as like an exorcist type of and he's like, I am just scared shitless. Like he's like, I am terrified. And she brings me over here because I'm supposed to deliver a solution to this problem because I'm the man of God and God is supposed to stop this, right? And he's like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, and this is what's interesting is he said, I did not believe in any of that crazy stuff, right? Because this is a Mormon, ghosts and spirits and demons or whatever. You're not taught to believe in extra sensory or extra dimensional supernatural things, right? And so he's like, I cannot. He's not, because now at this time when I was working for him, he's probably in his mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s, and he's like, the reason I'm, like I was a non-believer, but when you walk into a situation like that, and chairs are flying and hovering, and dishes are being broken, and the house is literally in chaos because the exorcism type of things are happening. He's like, you just cannot not believe, not believe. And he's like, and the only thing I can think of doing at the time was start praying because like, what else are you going to do? And he just starts praying. And then things, I guess, calm down. I think that's what he says. Just things just kind of calm down. I don't, realistically speaking, what a prayer does, it inserts a different frequency. And if your prayer is strong enough, right, then you can basically override the frequency that is causing the chaos.
Yeah.
So from the spiritual standpoint, that is what a prayer is. It's a insertion into a frequency, and then intent behind the prayer basically overwhelms the other. And in this case, if it was a spirit, right, from another dimension that was causing chaos, the only reason that I want to say that he was able to come in there is because they were in distress, right? So if the family is already vibrating a certain frequency, the only time somebody else can come into that space and actually interfere that easily to where they're having control over material form is that if you are allowing that frequency to come in. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so they went to him, right, because they thought he was a holy man and he could do it. But what a holy man does, what a priest does, what a shaman does, is simply comes in with their own sovereign frequency, right? So like, one, don't fall don't come in and get sucked into the fear, because then you can't do anything. Then you're just adding on to the power of the frequency that is already there. Yeah. So the issuement of the prayer, so his belief in God, which is what it equates to from the spiritual Christian standpoint, it has to be strong enough to when the prayers are issued, you're bringing in a frequency of something else. And when you're inserting the frequency of that else into that space, it quite literally just like goes bloop, and you override the hovering of the chairs and the breaking of the plates.
Yeah.